If you are an employee, you have nothing to inherit to your next generation. Your kids cannot start from where you stop. But if you are an entrepreneur, you're inheriting your business to the next generation. They can start from where you stop. I respect a bicycle repairman over any high-level employees in this planet. Because end of the day, bicycle repairman is an entrepreneur. Since I was born, as I've been growing years after years after years, I heard only one thing from my parents, from the school, from the teachers, from the society, from the newspaper, from the television. Everybody told me only one thing: be a good student, get good grades, pass all the exams, get a good degree, work for a reputed company, and become a super duper employee. This is the only thing I heard from the entire society. But as I explored the world, I came to an understanding that I was being manipulated by the society. And society programmed me to work for someone else rather than creating my own path as an entrepreneur. So today, in this video, I'm going to share with you one reason, just a single reason, why you must become an entrepreneur. Why you should never work for someone else. So let me dive into the topic. To explain about the difference of doing a job and doing a business or maybe becoming an entrepreneur, I'm going to use a topic called a marathon versus a relay. A marathon is exactly a job. Your great-grandfather worked for 40 years. He started from a smaller position and he started climbing a ladder and he worked for 40 years and came to a better position in a company. During this journey of 40 years, he made some money. He spent this money to educate your grandfather. But can your grandfather start from where he stopped? In the same company? In the same position? No, he cannot. Grandfather had to start again from the zero in a smaller position and then had to climb the ladder again and again and again. So grandfather worked for 40 years, made some money, used that money to educate your father, and your father had to start again from the zero, right? Your father worked for 40 years, made some money, and educated you. And now you're going to work for 40 more years. Now in this journey of you working for 40 years, can you start from where your father stopped? No, you cannot. You'll start from zero again, right? So you'll be building your journey by climbing the ladder of a company, step after step after step. Now, when you finish your work 40 years later, when you retire, what are you going to be giving to your next generation? What are you going to inherit to your next generation, to your son? Nothing. You'll just educate them with the money you have made. But can they start from where you stopped? Can they? They cannot. So this is the life of an employee. It doesn't matter whether your father is a scientist. Maybe he invested his entire life on becoming one of the most, or maybe the top professional in the planet. But still, you cannot start from where he stopped. That is employment. Now let's move to the other side as a relay. What is a relay? Relay is exactly a business, right? Your great-grandfather started a small shop. Let's assume it is going to be a bicycle repair shop, a tiny bicycle repair shop in the corner of a village. Now he started building a smaller customer base. Now the people in the village get to know about this business. So he built a small business, a tiny business. And when he leaves this planet, he'll be inheriting this bicycle repair shop, which is now a bigger business to the grandfather. Now grandfather will start from where your great-grandfather stopped. Now he will be building the business to be bigger and bigger and bigger. Maybe he will bring new equipments, new machinery, okay, new little bit of technologies into the business, right? Maybe he will be growing his customer base to be a little bit bigger. And then he will be inheriting this business, little bigger business, to your father. Your father start working upon it. Your father bring in new and new technologies into that. Your father start using artificial intelligence on that business. Use new and new technology. Now it is a massive garage which is repairing hundreds and thousands of bicycles. Now your father make it even bigger and inherit you a multi-million-dollar business. So where did you start now? You start from where your father stopped, right? So what did you get from your father? Your father had given you a brand name, a business which is well known by the entire village, the city, or maybe the entire province. They all go for that bicycle repair shop to repair their bicycles. All right. Now you got that business, the customer base from your father. Now you work so hard for the next few years to come, next decades to come, and you expand that business to be even bigger and bigger. Maybe you start opening up your branches in every city in your country. Maybe you convert it to a big business, right? Then what are you inheriting to your next generation? A multi-million dollar big business. So you will be inheriting to your son or to your daughter a multi-million dollar big business, guys. That is why you must do a business rather than going for a job. My father spent a lot of years educating me, instilling those values in me, and he became a CEO of a company. But I cannot start from where he stopped. I have another brother. He also cannot start from where my father stopped, right? But as I'm an entrepreneur today, as I'm a businessman today, my next generation can start from where I stopped. So that is why you must become an entrepreneur. You must build a business rather than going for a 9 to 5 job. That doesn't mean that I don't respect the jobs. I know that jobs are keeping food on the table, but you don't need to consider doing a job for the rest of your life. Try to find out a side hustle. Try to find out a vehicle to build your entrepreneurial journey. That is when you can actually inherit something to your next generation. So with that, I have a simple question for you. The question is, do you want to run a marathon all your life and inherit nothing to your next generation? Or do you want to start building your own business today and run a relay, which is inheritable to your next generations? Which one would you prefer? Make sure to comment your preference in the comment section below. So with that, guys, I'm going to bring this video to an end, and I wish you good luck for your entrepreneurial journey. Love you.